Hello, beautiful people. My name's Kristin. Thank you for joining me for my coffee chats. Today is Wednesday. These are just my weekly vlogs and reflections and questions, and there's the dog down there. We've usually just gone for a walk, but we haven't today because today, Wednesday, we had our first in-person youth Chick-fil-A devotion before school. So we gathered in person outside, picnic style, at the picnic tables outside. We wore our masks until our food was ready, and then still stayed kind of separated out, kind of pushed our chairs apart, and just enjoyed food and fellowship. And then I stopped by the grocery store to refill my water and pick up a couple of grocery items, and I had my coffee at Chick-fil-A. So now I am with you and just wanted to report in and see how everybody was doing and give you kind of what's going on. So I do have a virtual meeting tonight with my college roommates for a summer, did a theater, so I'm pretty excited to check in with them. And we as in my youth group actually, my teenagers, found some online Jackbox games. So I was wondering if any of y'all either have Jackbox games or any other virtual online game. Can you know, like that you can play with people? I know people are saying they have like board night games, and you know, some of that you can be creative with, even just showing your pieces or boards or whatever. But if there's actual, even if you have to pay a little fee, software or games or those kind of things, I'm gonna have at least something virtual going on for the next couple of months with either friends groups or with teenagers. So if you're finding any of those things and enjoying those with your friends and families, leave those below, and I will leave the Jackbox Steam. I use the Steam engine to play Jackbox, so I'll leave that link below. I don't get any kickback or referral or whatever, but there's just these really cool little fun things where you can screen share and everybody can play on their phone or a iPad or whatever and have your own playing card, and they're all connected and everybody sees the same things or the same game. So it's just been a lot of fun. So I'm looking always for new ones, and you know, if you've never done that and you have some friends and family that you need to play with, particularly if you're at risk and you need to have some sociability without being in person, check it out. And that's kind of my opening thought of the week, but stay tuned for more goodness. I appreciate you. Happy Thursday, kind of my day off, so I'm excited about that. I am just been obsessing with watching the end of the London Marathon. I'm pretty sure that you can't post a news clip because that's copyrighted, but I can link the YouTube clip in my description and give them the credit to it. But so Ryan Hall was an Olympic runner and just a fantastic runner in general, and a author of one of the top 10 favorite nonfiction books of all time for me, Run the Mile You're In. And he just tells, he's not like the superb, supreme writer, but he just tells his story so passionately about his running experiences, his life experiences, just all those kind of things. And his wife, Sarah, just a beautiful couple, beautiful people. They have biological kids and adopted foster kids. Bill, are you hungry for breakfast? We just ran. That's another thing that's got to be. Hold on one second, let me feed my dog. So Ryan retired from marathon running and coaches and does other fitness things. He was never able to, for instance, lift weights and really sculpt his muscles and other athletic endeavors because he had to keep a runner's body. And so he's just really relished and gotten into that, and he goes along and coaches his wife, Sarah, as she continues to be a runner. And she participated in the London Marathon, and she came in second. And she was in third at the end, and she put in this beautiful last effort kick. It's just so powerful, y'all, because I've been following both of them on their Instagrams and Facebooks and social media platforms and watching all the training. I mean, months and months, y'all. Months and months, hours and hours and hours, right? And it all comes down to this 1 minute, you know, this one moment where it's not even about that moment. It's about all those hours and all that training and all that build up to that. And it's just so beautiful. I've probably watched it 100 times. I mean, I'm gonna go watch it again right after this. It's just so, I'm just so thrilled for her, so happy. Just everything, you know, in life that's been difficult to get through. It's just beautiful. And short note on mine, my family has been so not happy with my decision to not go to the doctor or pursue further treatment for my ankle. They just really at least want me to get the MRI. It's about a little over an hour to drive there, maybe almost an hour and a half to drive one way. And you know, it comes out of your deductible for the year. I don't want to do it. But for my family, I will go do that. And maybe my inspiration of Sarah is that I need to hang in there and do the hard work for the longer term benefits, because I guess there is potential that I could be around a few more years, and we want to get this looked at and see at least what our options are. So check it out and have an awesome day today, and I will see you tomorrow. Hang on. Hey, so today is Saturday, and I'm not sure I'm even going to use this footage, but I thought I might as well film it. I like being real with y'all and just sharing some life, and today is the day that I met the doctor who came to the home to put Casey down. And my oldest son, I had invited everybody to be part or not part as they were comfortable, and so everybody had said they weren't going to be part, they didn't want to be there. But then my oldest son randomly came up, he forgot, and he chose to stay. So Garrett and I sat with Casey. They immediately gave her a sedative, and it was beautiful because as I held her and, you know, my son was petting her, she just started purring and purring and purring, and she hadn't purred in over a week because she's just been in so much pain. So it was just a real gift to us to have just those couple minutes, you know, where she was at peace and they were prepping her, and then she just passed very peacefully, just in our arms, being told she was loved and beautiful, which she was. So we went out. My husband came home. He didn't want to be there for the event, but he did want to be part of burying her. So we went out and buried her, and I want to show y'all the grave, and then I've got to go put on makeup for the third time today because I keep crying it off, because I get to go to, one of my youth is one of the leads in a ballet here, so I'm super excited to go see her and support her family and be distracted from some of the sorrow and heaviness, because after the cat, I went over to a former youth's house that I get to perform their wedding ceremony for them and just talk to them. But part of the reason why she's special, and I petitioned the courts to do that, was she has brain cancer, and it's a reoccurrence. And I'd already been through it with her before when she was in college, and now she's a young adult getting married. And yeah, it's hard. Life is really, really sad, and death is a real part of life, and it sucks. So let me show you the grave, and then I'm gonna go get ready to go to the ballet and do something positive, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm just so drained. So y'all, hold on a second, let me show you where I put her. So right out our back porch, there's this apple tree, and of course he has dropped all his leaves. It is now fall, but right here is Casey. So I just think this is a beautiful spot. Over behind me at the house, that's my bedroom window. So she's with me, looking down on me. And then right here in this corner, this is where my kitty cat Socks is buried. And then right over here, kind of where the shadow is, this is where my beloved Maddie is. So I have 3 kitties that are under the apple tree, and I don't like to mark the graves. I just kind of generally remember. I've got 2 more animals, so I've got some more apple tree space right around there. But I just think this is a peaceful little place to be, and I am at peace with it. Hey, so today is actually Monday. I've been skipping a few days. I've just really been struggling with the loss of the cat. Just Friday, I didn't film because I was sad about the impending appointment, and you know, I've just really been in grief. And so I want to talk a little bit about the loss of Casey and my grief and processing it all, and then post a little series of pictures and previous footage of her, just kind of as my tribute, and just to have it on YouTube for myself personally, maybe selfishly. So if you aren't an animal lover or cat lover or have pets, or you know, care about any of that, thank you for being part of my coffee chats. And I'm totally understanding that, you know, our time is precious and you don't want to hang around. But if you feel me and maybe need that encouraging word, or you know, maybe this is a reminder to check on somebody else in struggling with a pet, or maybe even a sick family member, right? Because our pets really are our family. And I've just always felt a really spiritual connection to cats in particular. I even have a cat tattoo on my hip, which you've sometimes probably seen like in my try-ons and whatnot. And you know, I just feel like the time of our birth and passing is just particularly sacred and spiritual. I mean, I feel personally that, you know, the Spirit's always with us, but it's just really sacred at that time. And I think that those signs that people have really are true. I don't think there's coincidences that we just make up in our mind because of grief. You know, some people will say that, but I really believe that there's a spirituality that touches us and shapes us. And even little things like my oldest son being available to be there, he just really felt like that was, you know, the Lord's gift to him. And he said that even like we play Pokemon Go, we've talked about that, and he said it was Meowth Day. And that was the Pokemon that we've always said is Casey. And it was Meowth Day. There was Meowth everywhere that day. And my husband, it's so funny because he was really, really worried because she's very skittish. She's calico, which is generally the nature of calicos. And so we were really worried when we brought the dog in. I've never had a dog. Obviously the cats have never had a dog. And we just thought, oh no, she's gonna have to live the rest of her life under a bed because she's gonna be scared, right? Nope. As soon as she figured out tentatively that the dog meant her no harm and would even kind of look out for her as the bigger one kind of picked on her. Belle, I've already fed you breakfast, sweetie. She always now thinks when I film she's gonna be fed. You've had breakfast. You had breakfast. She's like, oh. I love my dog, but she doesn't always remember. She's super smart about some things, and then some things it's just like, why don't you remember it? Belle, I can't put you out, it's raining bad, but I'm gonna lock you in a bedroom if you can't let me have some peace because you've already eaten, honey. I'll give you a treat after we film, okay? So she realized the dog was her friend, and she would like sleep right up against, not against her, but you know, a couple feet away on the couch when the dog was sleeping on the bottom of the couch. And she was totally good with that. And then the funny thing is my husband's not really a cat person. He's always been a dog person. And in fact, he spent the first part of his life allergic to cats. And so this particular cat, they got a relationship, and he would feed her treats, and she would meow and meow and meow and talk and talk and talk, and he would keep giving her treats. so, which was fine because we knew she was in her, you know, end of her life, so she could have as many treats as she wanted. We just said, forget it, you know, we don't have much time on this planet. You don't really, you're eating less and less of your regular food. You can have as many treats as you want. So he and her just really bonded over that. She didn't come to me and ask for treats. She went to him. And she would even follow him into the bathroom, you know, push open the door and go into the bathroom and harass him in the bathroom as he's trying to shave or get ready or go to the bathroom. And so, but she quit doing that at the end. She was in a lot of pain moving. And the day that she was going to be put down, she came into the bathroom to ask him for treats. And that was just really meaningful for him. And then the other thing was, that was cool for my husband David, is he was out at a friend's property and like a farm, and when he was packing up to leave for the day, a cat, a little black cat, got in his car, y'all. He didn't know. He had the hatchback open and had been loading and, you know, helping, and he gets in the car to go home, and he looks over, and in the passenger seat there's a cat. Anyway, it was the owner's cat. It's not like a random unknown cat. It was a little black kitty named Michael Jackson. And he's like, but this cat was like, all right, I'm good to go, you know. And he was just really touched by that. Like he felt like that was, you know, the Lord's way of just saying, you know, there's a future, and there's animals that go through our lives, if you will. And there will be probably more. We've always said in our marriage that we're going to let all of our animals live full, and then we want to be a pet-free family for a while. And the only one that kind of gets us is we really want one of those orange ginger cats, like those Morris kind of almost chubby cheek. Oh, we're both like, I don't know what it is, y'all. It's kind of like Bob the street cat, Morris, growing up with, you know, 9 lives. Just, there's something about it. So maybe we're probably not going to be a pet-free family very long. But yeah, there's just all these little things that are just really, really special, and I don't take them as coincidental. I just think that they're really prominent. And the past 2 nights I've been having extremely vivid dreams, not nightmares, but just very, very vivid dreams that I am searching for my cat, that she's lost. And in one of them, I realized I was in an alternate universe where she was alive. And it was just, I just know that's my mind making peace with it, you know. And I really do think, you know, I gave her a good life, and I made the right decision, and it was the right time. I don't think you know, maybe it was a week too long. She suffered for about a week. But it took me a couple days to realize that that was the end, and then it took me a while to get the appointment. But I think I did the best I could. Maybe I should have had the surgery and chemo on the cancer, but I've been through cancer, y'all. The treatment is hard. It's hard and it's painful, and I didn't want her to go through that, because cats don't understand. It's not like you can reason with a cat, hey, you've got cancer and we're fixing you, but you're gonna have to go through a bunch of, you know, and she was already 14 at the time, and she made it to 15 and a half. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to insert a little previous footage of one day when she was keeping me from my chores and just kind of sitting on my lap, which she was prone to do. Anybody else quit everything when a cat comes to sit on you? And just show some pictures. So I appreciate you hanging around for this part. If you are going through some grief or loss, I'm just lifting up everybody along with me who is going through this time and process, and just really appreciate your friendship and love and support. So peace, y'all. Take care. I will see you next week's vlog.
See? How you doing, honey? How you doing, honey? Huh? You having a pretty good day today? Yes. We're having a pretty good day. We got our purring going on. Got our purring going on. Yeah, Mama needs to go to the dump and do chores. House is dirty. But I got a cat on my lap, so you know what? Yep, nothing else is getting done. Those are the rules. Rules are, a cat sits on you, you can't do anything. You gotta call in sick. Cancel all the other plans of the day. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Yep. Done for the day. Right, Casey girl?